All right, here with Mike Powell, National Hall of Fame. First things first, getting inducted, the Medal Courage. So just tell me about that. How's that feel? You know, knowing you're going to be in here with all these wrestling greats.
I'm extremely grateful and a little embarrassed. I don't feel, I'm going to be by far the worst wrestler in the room tomorrow. I don't entirely feel deserving, but I'm extremely honored.
So, you get the call. You get the call and say that you're going to be in. I mean, what's going through your head?
Well, I don't know. Disbelief. No idea. I don't know. I'm not big on awards. I'm not that type of guy necessarily, but this is a really special honor. So it's extremely humbling. I spent the next several days thinking how grateful I am for my years in the sport and what an amazing sport this is and how much it's done for me and how, it's really helped me to reflect on my short career so far.
Sure. Speaking of your career, take me through it a little bit. Obviously you wrestled in college, did well in college. Now you were coaching, still are coaching Oak Park. So just take me through your experience in wrestling.
Well, I was a kind of a wayward teen, and my wrestling coaches and the sport really helped me kind of shape up my life and get to college, and then really helped me get through college. And as I kind of matured toward the end of college, I matured a little bit and went back to grad school and got my teaching credentials. But I feel like wrestling, more than accolades or this or that, has really kind of helped me shape my life. And I don't know, I hate to think about where I'd be without wrestling. I landed, I just introduced you to my wife.
Yeah.
She's 10 leagues. I'm like the lowest single league ball in rural Iowa, and she's a non-steroid all-star player. So.
Well, that's not bad. You did well, Mike.
Yeah,
you did well.
Yeah, she's a star. Wrestling has given me everything I have in my life.
Talk about your coaching a little bit. You've coached some really good guys, some really good teams. A lot of guys are wrestling college now that will be, stars in the future. What's that been like for you? How have you been able to maintain that success on the coaching side too?
Well, I think we drive a hard bargain at Oak Park, and we got a whole group of coaches. It's not just me.
Right.
That are kind of on the same page, and our kind of philosophy is when they leave, they're going to be ready to walk into a Division I room and thrive. Not just survive that redshirt year, but be ready to win matches. And so I think we've done a pretty good job with that. We've been pretty lucky. We had some good kids move in, and we've got some. Sammy Brooks is get a kid like that with that type of spirit every once in a while. And Ellis Coleman and Pete Walczyk, and you don't. I'm sure some of it's due to us, but some of it they come from great kids from great families, and you just kind of guide them. Hope they. My big thing is they're going to be ready. This kid Mahomes that's at Michigan stepped in the lineup at a weight probably higher than he did. He could have been a 65 easily, but he was ready because he was tough. And so I was very proud of that. And the rest is up to him now. If he wants to go win the NCAAs, he's going to have to do some work. But we feel like we're sending him on, prepared to be ready for that next level. So.
Can you update us on? Obviously diagnosed. Can you give us a little background on what you're going through and how that's affecting you, and how maybe like you said earlier, wrestling's helping you get to where you are right now and continue that fight.
Well, I think wrestling kind of saved my life twice.
Yeah.
Once then, and then once when I got sick. I'm doing much better, and so I'm not really in the. I can't really complain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a normal person. I don't feel normal. I'm never going to feel normal for the rest of my life. I'm probably not going to live until I'm 80.
Yeah.
But when I was 33 and I was diagnosed, my mental strength and intestinal fortitude was strong because of wrestling. And I've been teaching these lessons as a coach, and it was time for me to prove that wrestling, really does make tough guys. And so I really think it got me through. That and my wife was just way tougher than I am. So, I think wrestling really has saved me, and I'm doing pretty well now. And I'm on a diet and a medicine regimen that's keeping me decently stabilized. And then I just had a son, and so I'm going to be around, guaranteed, for another 20 years because I'd like to see him graduate high school. And so that's been a wonderful, kind of shot in the arm, and it really has helped me prioritize things, make sure that I'm well rested and taking care of myself.
You already got your boy in the wrestling room? Is he already ready to roll?
I am not. I'm not. I've met enough crazy dads.
Yeah, it's not going to be you.
Well, I'm an extreme personality, so if he wants to wrestle, my guy Brian Medlin from Illinois.
Yep.
He has a 7-year-old son, and he's doing it right with this kid right now. He won't let him compete. They're having a lot of fun, and so I'm watching him. And if my son decides he wants to get into the sport, then we'll do it. Obviously, I would love him to. But if he decides to be a chess player, then I don't care. Set some goals, work as hard as you can to be the world's greatest chess player. So.
Well, what's next for you? I mean, in your career, I mean, what are you going to be doing?
I don't know. I'm an assistant right now. I've stepped away from a lot of the national team stuff because I'm an at-home dad. Mm-hmm. My wife's the breadwinner, which I'm proud to say. So I'm not going to be one of those dads, an absentee father due to coaching, and I've seen those guys too. And so I'm going to be involved with every step of my son's life. That said, I am enjoying my role as an assistant wrestling coach at Oak Park as much as I ever have. I don't have to do any of the paperwork. I just come in, I work with the kids, you know what I mean? I run the practice. I run a lot of the room stuff and a lot of the wrestling stuff still, and that's the fun part. So Paul can have all the credit as long as he's willing to do all the dirty work.
Very nice. Well, anything else for me before I let you go enjoy the weekend?
Thanks for everything you're doing, man. And I think you should go by Dick from here on out.
All right.
Just a thought, you're a wrestling guy, and I'm going to call you Dick from here on out.
We got it.
That's all right.
We'll put a Twitter vote to it or something.
All right, fair enough.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank you.